I was born naked. Wait, what are we talking about?
I will never look at you the
Couldn't be
same
me.
at the holidays.
I just want to say I don't think they caught what you said, Squee.
Even
Aw.
better.
I'm just saying.
That's a shame.
Well, I'm never saying it again. I don't repeat jokes.
Good. As in, get the fuck out of here. So anyways, we're back.
Hello.
I gotta do some pings and shit.
Do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. We are back for another session of Rising Gods. How we doing, everyone? We excited?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You guys got a lot of
unfortunately-
stuff last session.
Unfortunately, Jams could not be here this week, but he did stress to me the absolute unbelievability of things in a lumber mill being flammable. Didn't understand it, made no sense. The lumber mill would have anything that would catch on fire.
Right. No, that's
Right,
yeah.
that's
You
a
mean-
common misconception.
Now,
You mean
he-
sawdust?
No, he meant like, if it was like a steel mill, that would make sense. That's very flammable. But
Mm-hmm.
but wood, please. He thought it was
Can't melt
completely
steel
unrealistic.
beams.
Steel mills are.
I don't think Burns getting the sarcasm here.
Yeah.
From James of all people.
Right.
I don't understand.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
It's best
Humor's
when they
so
use
dry it's
perspective.
flammable.
Use that shit as kindling. Anyway, yes, we will be down to 20. Again, unfortunately. However, you all did make a fair bit of progress, story-wise at least. You've got a good amount of things that you can... I shouldn't say a good amount of things, but you've got a good amount of information you can get out of the few things that you did grab. Which should lead you... which should lead you into the final chapter of this book, and then you'll be
Where's
done with
the-
book 2.
Worth noting, dear listeners, that Katia was so proud of us for not having another session of pretty much pure roleplay. She was so proud of all of the progress that we made, that we all got inspiration.
Uh-huh.
Yes, everyone got inspiration.
Uh-huh.
I think she was proud of the character development
Mhm.
between Black Cat John Brown making decisions and
Mhm.
Bartholomew becoming a legend.
Bartholomew. Thank you.
Little did that Fae know that morning when it woke up it was going to be a legend.
Yeah.
Legends
Didn't
are
realize you
made.
had summoned Puck, but you know what? We work with what we've got.
All right. Would anyone like to do a quick recap for us?
A recap.
A recap.
God, where did we start?
You know,
No.
for
Oh, yeah.
inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Double
So you can keep your inspiration.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so we got back together with Emmy. Met at the courthouse. I believe it was JB, Holly, and Gaius who went in to speak with the judge. Went through the whole song and dance of, yeah, no, he's super dead. We weren't able to find what's her face, or no, she's just super busy. And don't worry about it, it's fine. We're just going to file all this paperwork on our own. And he's like, okay, sure, right. The Brotherhood representative was there, and very spooky and mysterious, as is apparently his job. After a little bit, Mars started freaking out a little bit because it's nighttime and bad things happen at night. And so all the weapons started talking to her about how they were going to murder everyone. She ran inside, grabbed Emmy. Emmy talked her down with logic and reasoning, and it was great. And then after that, we were like, hey, what should we do? And we decided, hey, let's just go to the fucking lumber mill. And so we did. And we sent the wizard and the druid to do the rogue job because we have no rogue. And they
If I may say, we did a
beautifully.
damn fine job.
You did.
We did.
What is the blacked out part?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely reading this once you're done. This is too good not to read.
Scorched earth policy. Just read
Alright, you want me just to read this instead?
I mean, if you want to, like,
I'm reading it either way, so the question is, do you want to finish your summary first?
you know what? Go for it.
Okay.
It'll be a team effort.
These are Blue's
Forgets
notes
that I
from
have
last.
access to her notes.
These are Blue's notes from last session. Meeting with Elf Spock. He's a bitch as usual. So much paperwork. Some guy comes in, uses a stamp from the Brotherhood to sign papers, refuses to give us his name. Mars has some trouble come nightfall, starts to hear weapons talk about killing her party while she sleeps. Panic attack ensues. Marge retrieves Emmy for comfort. We finish paperwork and promise several more nights of paperwork are asked to return. We decide to check out the sawmill while the cult is gathered. Emmy and JB go in with hella spells. Ain't nobody gonna see us, bitch, Lamau. Redacted.
Redacted.
Bottom floors are empty. Find stuff in barrel. Team meeting on top floor with the bitch man himself in charge. Talk about how the dude and his mistress will be pleased about the mansion returning to the Brotherhood, cult legacy, prayer that turns into murder.
Don't ask
We-
me to remember names of shit. Just don't. I'm sorry.
That-
I don't remember what their fucking names were.
That's fine. I have them written down. They
cool.
are the Grey Master, which is Nor Gabor, and the new mistress.
Norgborg?
Yep.
Snorgelborg.
It's Morgus.
Nor Gabor.
This is Snuffleupagus.
Yeah.
Listen, I have Nor Gabor, and I no longer remember if this was me being funny and writing this on purpose or not. So
I didn't
Norgor?
realize we were fighting the Swedish chef, but go on.
It
this is
should
what I
be-
have.
It should
It's
be
Norgorber.
Yes, it should be Norgorber.
Okay, so what I said, but with no space.
Yeah,
Nor Gabor sounds better.
you're not wrong.
And the mistress is Zinasasha?
Zanesha.
Zanesha, right. We decide to raid the bitchman's office, need a distraction. Big ol' pig. Big ol' pig version 2, now with fire. Distraction works. JB raids office, Emmy runs. All your shit is mine except the painting. It sucks. Scorched earth policy. More papers and some birds. Emmy sets the bottom floors on fire. JB is out the hatch and escapes. Group reunion fleeing the site of the crime. This time it was arson. Those were Blue's notes from last session.
Most beautiful fucking thing I've ever seen.
I
I'm
also
gonna have
would,
to like.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would also like to petition that his name now become Norgabor.
Norgabor. But yeah, I'm gonna have to like take the weekend and just read through these.
Oh my god.
It's been a while.
Good.
See if you can even like vaguely follow the story, because like I feel like I remember it if it's the next week, but if you asked me to look back at like session 12, I would be like, what the fuck happened here?
Session 12. Things are going well as expected. This is where we die.
That could have very well been the Glassworks.
Gaius is part of the Blue Man's Group's Catholic faction.
Yep. Yep, Glassworks.
Yeah, that does sound like the Glassworks factory, not gonna lie.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, we'll we'll do the table reading another day. um, oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
I believe that was the
Whew.
first time I used my my angel form.
Mm-hmm. Was indeed. Whew. All right, I've got like tears.
I should also point out, looking at my character sheet, this is the first time in this campaign's history that I have had 0 wild shapes, yet all my rages. This is unusual.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, usually
did it.
those go hand in hand.
You did it, fam.
Yeah.
But
And
little
they go
spider,
very quickly.
what, could you imagine spider raging? I
Well, you
can't.
do 2 damage
This
instead
is-
of 1.
This is how I imagine spider raging.
Kick your ass.
Yes. Angry squeaks.
I'm so glad I added those sounds.
See, that's the sound that you expect when Mars hits something.
Or when somebody hits Mars.
You know what the sad thing is?
That too.
Emmy's bite is basically just as powerful as Spider's bite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
wow.
unfortunate.
Uh-huh.
So anyway,
Mhm.
the arsonists are currently fleeing the scene.
Mhm.
Where are we going, arsonists?
Um,
Go ahead.
I would assume back to the wagon.
Yeah, because I have 10 minutes before those birds suffocate, so I'd like to get a move on that.
yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. You guys have reviv. So, on the way to the cart,
We're running.
that's
You don't fucking have revivify.
none of you do.
And even if we did, what fucking money are we gonna spend on these goddamn birds?
Yeah, we already spent it all on my armor, which did nothing.
You know what your armor did?
Make me cry. God.
That was so rude.
So yes, easy enough to get to the cart. Not a problem. You guys know the way back and forth by this point.
Mhm.
JB, weirdly, seems like they're in a hurry for some fucking reason.
Mars is also in a hurry, but everyone knows the reason.
Yeah. JB weirdly like darts ahead of the party, gets inside, and upends their bag of holding onto the floor.
Paige just sitting there. Oh, hi. Oh.
Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, welcome back. Okay, yeah, okay.
Then they very carefully pick up the raven cage and set it upright.
Oh, we have.
Do they look like
birds
they took the
now.
journey well?
You got them onto the floor.
They definitely seem frazzled and a bit startled that they just got yeeted.
Emmy like raises an eyebrow, looks at JB, and in their mind, I don't remember those in the office.
Upstairs. Further.
Oh. Well, good thinking bringing them before the whole place caught on fire.
They flick their ears back. They are blameless and did not deserve to die.
Emmy would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Go for it.
Yeah, Mars wants to look over them to see if they're normal birds.
Ollie's going through their items to see if they have any food that the birds might want to eat.
Okay.
Would it be a nature, arcana?
Nature.
Okay.
Not even gonna cast it as a ritual. Just gonna straight up cast it.
Okay.
Look at the birds in general. I don't know if I talked to one. I guess I would choose one. Can I make a perception check to determine which would be the lead raven?
Who is your leader?
Yeah.
They all look over to Thea.
Who's your alpha?
And just in their mind, say, oh, actually, no, it doesn't have to be in their mind because it speaks with animals. Amy actually talks. Are you all
Okay,
right?
wait, no.
Squawking.
Wait, I have to hear your best crow or raven impression.
Ah!
Oh God!
Jesus!
I never claimed to be an impressionist.
Okay, cool. No, that's all I needed. Continue.
You're welcome. Are you well?
You get this sort of meshing of what the hell is going on?
The building you were in caught on fire. We removed you from it to save you. More specifically, they did, and she'll nod her head towards JB.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks.
Of course. Would you prefer to be returned to your the people who put you in the cage there?
If a bird could shrug.
Okay, good. That is what she wanted to know. Otherwise, you are welcome to. One moment. And then, in your mind, JB, do we have any reason to keep them? Are they free to go? I guess she would actually kind of spread that around to get more than one perspective. Like, do we have any reason to keep these ravens? Are they just free to go? Emmy will make it clear they don't really feel a strong need to go back to the cultist.
Well, if they were used as couriers between locations, then we could probably get those locations from them.
They can't leave before they've eaten something. Holly comes up and gives them some cut up meat and dried fruit in 3 different bowls for each of them.
Emmy will turn back to the raven. What was your purpose there? Were you carrying messages for the two-legged ones?
Oh yeah, they send messages all the time. Oh, it's freaking great.
Oh, there is more where that came from. And then just in your mind, Holly, keep feeding them. Would you be willing to tell me where you would send messages to?
Well, considering considering it's like the only time that we're allowed out, we quite like our times when we fly out to the Snake Lady Tower.
Oh.
Emmy nods. Interesting. If we were to continue feeding you, would you be willing to show us where that tower is?
He nods.
Excellent. Not immediately, of course. Rest, eat, recover. But I would be very grateful.
Yeah, we can do that. Make the trip all the time.
Emmy nods, and then she'll pass the information along. They are aware of the location of the Snake Lady's tower. If we feed them, they are willing to show us where that may be.
Who is this to?
I would spread it around, meaning I'd
Oh.
look at each person and send the message.
Oh, wonderful. Who's the snake lady?
Emmy shrugs. It is possible that the Snake Lady is Zanesha, their new mistress. Oh, right, we haven't had time to go over this yet. And then she'll look over, and this was just to Mars. She'll look over at JB. Perhaps it would be good if you were to catch them up on what we heard. It would save a lot of time.
JB ducks their head. The company was gathered on the top floor thing, a kind of meeting. The justice was leading them. He spoke of the mansion and how the Brotherhood would be reclaiming it, and that this would please Norgruber and Zanisha. He may have been willing to bend the rules to make this happen for this reason. They look up at Holly. Foregoing need of perhaps proof of death. They must want this mansion quite badly. This turned into a prayer of sorts. It did not have a pleasant end, and involved a ritual sacrifice.
Do you remember the language used or the wording for the prayer?
Would I have recognized what language it was in?
It was in common. It was pretty much just a prayer to Norgorber. From roll me a religion check, JB.
Boop.
What'd you get?
19. Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, from the things that you've read, on the more religious side, it was pretty much just like a typical worship prayer for the followers of Norgorber. So the prayer itself didn't really stick out to you as much. More just the ritual towards the end of it, which, as far as you're aware, doesn't go with the prayer.
Mm-hmm. They will, if they can, recite, because prayers are usually like involve some kind of like. With my very limited experience in praying, I would assume that there is some kind of like refrain, like a common thing that is repeated throughout the entire thing, and they will repeat what they remember of it. So they'll repeat a snippet of the prayer for Mars if they can remember it. Considering they are a pretty smart cookie, I'm sure that they can do that.
Yeah.
And then they will go on to say, from what I could tell, the prayer was not more than simple worship. It was the sacrifice at the end that held more significance, I think. They carved the symbols into his skin that we have seen before, and brutalized him quite badly before killing him.
There's a slight frown as she kind of nods. So there wasn't ritual or magic to it. They just killed him.
I think I had asked about this last session, but I don't think I wrote it down. What did they do with the body afterwards? There's somebody carried it off, right?
Mm-hmm. You didn't see what they did with it.
Right. And can I like post roll Arcana to see if like there wasn't any magic cast. It was just a prayer and killing some guy, right?
Yeah, you
Like
can roll.
nobody was. Oh well, yeah. Arcana
Mm-hmm.
18.
It was odd, JB. You've never seen this symbol outside of the few events that you've gone through so far. The sheer point of engraving it onto this man's flesh seemed to imbue it with power.
Well, there was no circle and no casting and no magic. There was power, but it seemed to be the very act of carving such a mark into a body that gave it power, as opposed to any force of the arcane originating from one single person. As for the body itself, they carried it from the building, and I was not able to follow them. It is possible that they used it further afterwards, or that they simply disposed of it.
I see. All right. Glances around at everyone. Well, God, how late is it at this point? Because it's got to be like.
Well past sunset.
Yeah.
With all of the stuff that you guys have done, probably. I'd say it's been at least 2 hours. It's like close to 8:30ish, 9.
Only 8:30? Damn.
I mean, we sort of retconned and made it quick, getting back and forth between where you were and the sawmill, just for the sake of getting Emmy back into things. So that carved it down a bit. Well, no, because you would have spent a fair amount of time over at the courthouse. That's right. Yeah, okay, so closer to like 10:30 then. 10:30, 11. Would have been about 4 hours or so. People are wanting to go home.
JB will carefully pick through everything that they have dumped out and produce the tomes and very delicately pull out the journal. It may be worth noting that the justice had an office in the top floor, implying that he spent a considerable amount of time there, and further considering that we made all haste to the sawmill after meeting with the justice, it is quite possible that there is in fact a way to travel between the two, the courthouse and the sawmill, considering that he was already there when we arrived.
Very good point.
Here's a question. Do we know that the justice even left?
Courthouse?
Yeah.
JB had detect magic on when they walked in.
And there was
They
no
would've
magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they would have detected if it was an illusion of some kind.
With the exception of the very odd and rare case that he has an identical twin.
Or he's a fucking powerful enough wizard to have a simulacrum, I guess.
Or or a shape
Evil twin.
changer. Like a shape changer wouldn't show that they're, you know what I mean? That's just a
Mhm.
natural ability. So possible, very unlikely.
Yeah. Okay. It was just a random thought I had.
Definitely. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I believe the
Okay.
critical path would likely be go and investigate this. Like sleep first, but then see what happens, what moves this cult makes tomorrow, and go and investigate the snake lady's place. That's what I think we should do.
JB taps the spine of one of the books that has the snakes entwined on the cover. It may behoove us to do a bit of research before we go as well, as we may find pertinent information. I was able to raid the Justice's study, as Emmy was kind enough to provide a rather considerable distraction, and I was able to recover several items of interest if we would like to look over them in the morning.
I can help you with that before we go to bed, if you'd like. Or we can do a little bit of reading now and then finish it in the morning.
So, I think it's important for us to consider, while we're looking through this information, what our next step is. I think that for Justice Ironbriar, I mean, we have proof and evidence that he's trying to forge the necessary paperwork for this property. I'd love to be able to get him brought up on charges for murder. If we saw other crimes in the paperwork, it would be important to note. And we also need to identify somebody we trust. Maybe while we're looking through the notes and journal, we need to figure out who Justice Ironbriar's enemies were. They might just be our friend. And I mean, I'll help go through the notes and everything as well. Holly kind of like steps back and looks around at everybody.
Little bit of hesitation. May not be entirely paying attention all of a sudden for some reason. Who knows? Was there anything else that we needed to discuss immediately?
I don't believe so. All of this can wait until tomorrow. Another note that we should probably touch upon is we can always check, because he does know that we were staying at the inn, we can always check to see if he left any messages, etc. in the morning. Or maybe the afternoon. Perhaps we spend tomorrow researching for the most part, and just waiting and seeing. But for now, we should probably just rest.
Seems reasonable.
Mars will pick a random book from the pile and settle into her usual spot and leaf through it a bit until she probably ends up passing out in the chair.
Emmy's already asleep. She fell asleep like halfway through the conversation. She's had a busy day.
After feeding the ravens, Holly's going to make food for whoever else is up. And Paige, do you have a blank journal I could buy from you?
I should have one somewhere here. Yes.
I need it to be sturdy and rugged. Like a guy's journal.
What?
She's like nodding, looking around, and then you say that, and she stops for a moment and cocks her head, looks over towards you, a little confused.
It's, not one with like flowers and pink paper. My sisters used to make notebooks at home, and they were always covered in flowers and things that made it sometimes distracting for the boys to write their thoughts and stuff in them.
I'm trying really hard not to say some slick shit right now. All right. She would walk over to one of the shelves and pull off a book and bring it over towards you. It's just a plain dark green cover.
Perfect. That would be perfect. Holly will reach into like her coin purse. How much?
Let's see. How much do journals cost? I believe they're 10 gold. Book
All I can ever
journal.
remember is like the normal price for a book, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, Holly had like a stack of gold coin. Oh, nope. Okay. Just pulls out a platinum.
She'll take it. Still, well, actually, I don't. Yeah, so she, tries and very horribly fails as she, walks away to start organizing things. She's still giving you a bit of a strange look, like, what the fuck? Okay. If you all need anything else, okay.
So Holly goes and like gets everybody food for the people that are all still awake. And the last person that Holly's gonna give food to is Gaius.
Okay.
Where would Gaius be at this point in time?
He probably took off his armor and is just sitting in one of the corners, in his normal clothes, relaxing. Probably reading, honestly. Reading up on that brewing book.
Okay. You can roll for me.
How do we do that again?
Intelligence.
Yeah, just a flat intelligence.
Flat ass intelligence.
Unfortunately not. You're a little sleepy.
Hmm.
Hey, Gaius.
Yes.
So, oh shit. Practice what I was gonna say. I even wrote it down. Now we're here, and so I thought it would be a great idea for you to keep a journal or a notebook. Holly will stop and kind of look around and say, I don't really think we have, we have the luxury of cutting parts of ourselves off right now, and I don't think we'll have that luxury for much longer. And I think we're gonna have to find a way to at least work together. And well, my mom always said that, when you have parts of yourself that you don't know what to do with, to write them down, and that'll help.
Okay.
I know that I think Cry's just trying to help you. I think he's just trying to protect you and look out for you.
That may be, but it's, you know, the entire concept that something else is taking over my body is just, it's not comfortable to me.
I can only imagine. It's not an experience I have ever had, although I'm sure you may not find yourself so alone in this group. It's clear that there is a communication barrier between you and Cry. And sometimes when you write your thoughts down, it kind of helps them stick around, cement them, and well, it seemed to be a helpful way of you talking with Cry, or Cry talking with you earlier.
That's true.
I think that I don't know exactly what's happening, but I don't think it's good. And I think that we're gonna have to. I think we might have to do bad things to hopefully bad people.
As long
And
as they're to bad people, I don't mind doing what needs to be done. It sucks because that's still somebody who had a family and all of that, but I mean, if it's to save people, yeah.
yeah, I think bad things happen. And it really sucks, but people need to be there to protect the ones who can't protect themselves.
True.
I don't know what your plan is down the road, where you plan to be, but I know that for now, we need you to I don't be in top shape. The best fighting condition you can be.
Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind. I'll do my best to protect everybody.
Make sure to protect yourself too.
I'll try.
Take care. Good night.
Good night. And so I guess after that we're gonna pass the fuck out. Right, DM?
Real quick, JB, were you reading a thing, or are you just cleaning out?
I mean, they don't sleep very much, so yeah, they will be reading.
Well, what are you reading?
None of the objects that they picked up were magical, right?
Not magical per se, no.
Okay.
Not from the sawmill.
Right. They were going to start ideally with the journal, but I know you said it was written in some sort of mishmash of languages.
What languages do you speak?
A few.
Which ones?
If you want, you and I can
know,
work together.
Hold on, I'll just.
No, they
fine.
speak Common, they speak Draconic, and they speak Dwarvish.
Okay.
If you want, I can help out, since I think you and me have like
And
solid assortment of languages.
Yeah, and whatever that other version of
The Oerth Common.
Oerth Common, yeah. I put it in my bio, but not in my actual languages list. Oops.
You fool.
I only have Common, Celestial, and Infernal in case that matters. That's it.
Quickly, by our powers combined.
Wonder Twins powers activate.
Woo!
I can probably give those a look because I think I'm the only one that knows Celestial.
I'm technically working on it, but I've only finished one
But you are baby.
check on that. I have baby. I have Common, Oerth, Common, Deep Speech, Infernal, Undercommon. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, as if that isn't 5 whole ass languages.
Yeah. Might as well, like, next time you get a feat, get linguist. Get 4 fucking more.
Jesus Christ.
Let's fucking go.
Do it. Do it. I fucking dare you.
Alright. So are you guys gonna be helping out JB then, or what's up?
Yeah, Mars will help out.
Okay.
Holly will also eventually be over there helping out if they can.
Okay. What does Holly know?
Common and Infernal.
Common and Infernal.
Holly will mostly just be stacking up the papers and making sure everybody has snacks. Extra paper if they need it.
I'm sorry, I'm only bilingual, guys.
Wow.
Good job, everybody! Can I get you some coffee? You're doing great!
No coffee. Not now. Jesus.
This song, but sped up.
Anxiety.
All right, so, then, the people that are working on the book, I'm going to need you guys to make me a. Let's see. Let me open a character sheet. I'm stealing Emmy.
Well, she's asleep. She doesn't care.
Yes.
Somebody get advantage
Me
because I'm
not
eating
contributing
them.
her language.
It's in a
Yes,
language
her
only
language
Emmy
of
understands.
telepath.
Oh, he's talking in Raven. I see. I see.
It's actually written out in clicks.
Oh, he's a fucking dolphin.
No shit. We had it wrong this whole time, guys.
We'll just do a straight up intelligence on it.
Everybody?
Everybody that's working on that book.
Yeah, sure, I'll give
Anybody
it a
get a-
shot. Bam.
Can
I'm
Holly give anybody
useful.
Hey, twinsies.
I will let you pick either Mars or Gaius to aid, Holly.
Mars. Sorry, guys.
No, he has a +4. Go for it.
No, it's okay. It fits better for the story, anyways.
Oh, hey, look at
Yeah, I already had one super awkward
mirroring.
interaction with Gaius, so you know.
All right.
High five for Matchy Matchy. Yeah.
On both of those, jeez.
Same roll, same roll. Oh,
Need
Jesus.
me to watch your cat for you?
Don't forget that they can do that.
Just fine.
In this case, Gaius,
Yeah?
roll me a d4.
You
Okay.
take psychic damage. Trying to get through this cipher is a bitch.
3. Yay.
All right. Let's see. It takes you a good amount of time. It's not like a professional cipher job or anything. But it's well enough that you can start to understand pretty much what's written. It takes you about 3 hours to get through it. And through a mix of draconic, infernal, and celestial, as this was a mismatch of those languages.
We did need you, Gaius.
Lies.
Useless.
Useless.
They would not have gotten it without the celestial, my guy.
Okay, fine.
Are you pretty sure that word is but? No, that's celestial.
Wait, 1 T or 2?
Yes.
No,
In,
it's celestial.
in Celestial, there
It's-
is no difference.
It's booty.
All right. So this slim volume serves double duty as a ledger and a journal for Justice Ironbriar.
Oh, fuck.
In this, you find pretty much enough evidence to put Ironbriar in the gallows.
Ooh, whoa. All right.
Ooh, I just got a journal. Let's copy this down. Do. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna use my new journal. We
Yeah.
can translate it though.
I was gonna
Um,
say.
It also
It's a joke, sorry.
makes makes one thing very clear. It goes on to reveal that someone who Ironbriar refers to as Lovely Zanisha has stolen his heart and provided him with a new method of murder. There's not much information about Zanisha in the journal, but it does reveal that he's visited her dozens of times at a site in northern Haida called the Shadow Clock.
He's a simp.
What a fucking simp.
It's every few paragraphs there's a new name written and was probably eventually crossed off as a new target for the ritual that Zanisha had
Chosen.
been directed to from Norgorber himself. The ledger also indicates that Ironbriar has received payment from someone or something called the Red Mantis for delivery of Vorel's legacy.
Interesting. Fascinating. Cool. What?
The absolute state of this man.
Which, yeah. That's what you get from the journal.
I don't like that.
Just.
What was it that he received payment for?
A delivery of Vorel's legacy. He describes it as some sort of deadly fungus that was harvested from Foxglove Manor.
Fucking lich shit.
Did we destroy that before we left?
No, we had the BBB destroy it. The Orion. That's why, we wanted to talk to the elephant, and, we checked back after we visited the library. The elephant, yeah, we just burned it. We just straight up burned it, and it's gone. No worries.
That's good.
So the new answer to all of our problems is, what should we do with the building? Burn it.
Absolutely.
Seems legit.
Oh, fuck.
Does
Okay.
it mention any enemies he might have in the city?
No, it just
Okay.
talks about what I've listed.
I want one embarrassing habit of his that we gleaned from this.
He uses dental floss between his toes.
Wonderful. Okay.
Oh,
Wow, I hate it. Thanks.
Why? Dental floss isn't even a thing during this
the
time.
hell?
What the fuck?
It's just a very thin piece of thread.
I was afraid of his little toe fetish.
Oh
He
no.
just
If he has,
cares
no, he
about
can't
his-
have he can't have a foot fetish. He's dating a snake lady.
Guys, yeah, he just cares about his appearance.
Not
Fine.
unless the snake lady has the foot fetish.
Nope. No.
And he has to make them presentable. I'm gonna
I
stop
hate
there.
all of this.
Moving
I hate
forward.
all of this so much.
What are
I
we
have
talking
no
about?
new nightmares. Thank you.
We're the greatest of friends.
Uh-huh.
Yee.
So with that, we going to bed?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Huh, way ahead of you.
Oh shit! Is it dream time?
Uh-huh. Always.
Unfortunately for me, it's not dream time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
This is just the music you get while you're in Hada.
Okay.
It's like
Now that we've unraveled the plot.
it's like a Bloodborne level. The longer we stay here, the worse it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We develop more and more eyes on the inside.
Oh no.
Like physically?
Yes.
That's
That's
it's
the
a
Bloodborne reference.
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah.
That could be kind of useful.
One of the big plots about Bloodborne, sorry to get on my soapbox, but one of the big plots about Bloodborne is insight. And you're starting to actually see and understand things that are actually there, but your mind previously couldn't see. So it just straight up blocks it out. So with enough insight, the world changes and shifts. But one of the big things with the ending is if you eat 3/3 of an umbral cord from these eldritch beings, you'd start to develop eyes on the inside and start to see the world as it really truly is, even past all of this. So anyways, that's Bloodborne. Getting back to the...
Hmm. Well, okay.
No. I need to hear the summation of the entire Dark Souls series real quick.
Man, I don't want to go
Well,
into
you know,
two...
technically Bloodborne and Dark Souls are two completely different universes.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but
Anyways.
they're both like some really grimy cities, like just really nasty places.
My Dark Soul is born of blood too.
Okay,
God.
Okay,
Anyways.
let's keep it going, guys.
Yeah.
We were
Kadia's
doing
like,
so great.
yeah, Kadia's
last
like,
week.
you were making so much progress. Don't stop here. Yeah, we can sleep. JB will probably be up the latest, just going through each page painstakingly.
Okay. It's fine. You would note that Thea does not sleep.
You spend the whole time
Nobody's
staring at the bird.
surprised.
What happened?
Does she spend the whole time staring at the birds though?
Not really. She pulls out her own book from her bag.
She doesn't see them as a threat.
No.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry.
You good?
No, I leaned back in my chair and suddenly my cat jumped over my head and onto my chest.
Jesus.
I'm busy.
No. No.
The cat jumped onto the blue.
Ugh.
Right then. Well, JB's reading. As you're reading, JB, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the things at you that you dumped out of your bag,
Oh, okay. Cool.
which everyone would have seen, so you all get this. Aside from the shit that you stole from the sawmill, there's a set of chainmail, a ladder, 3 vials, a marble figurine of a cat with 8 legs, a spyglass, a potion, a set of crossbow bolts,
Is that like a baker's dozen kind of deal, or?
It's 20, the base amount that you buy. A heavy crossbow, a whip. Let's see further down. 3 more potions, 2 scrolls, and a handful of books. One is a blank spell book. The other 4 are titled as follows: For Whom the Die Rolls, A Fool's Guide to Dice Games and Gamblings. Frank and his Stein, the story of a poor drunk named Frank. The Little Elder Brain That Could, it's a child's storybook. And The Pied Piper, Why You Shouldn't Trust Bards.
I love these.
Lucky Christ. Okay. Mars will try and help pick everything up.
Mhm.
Get things organized.
Things have been organized. And you guys sleep through the night, as far as you're aware. The following morning. What are we planning to do?
Oh, well, I just got some tasty goodies I can probably identify.
Mm-hmm.
Mars will attempt to assist. Still doesn't have identify, but she's gonna try and learn.
While you do that, I'm gonna try and scrounge up some food for everybody for the morning, in the district that we're in.
Okay.
Just not trying to go to the inn, but
Mm-hmm.
just like go by the
do you wa-
McDonald's or something.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go with you? We can actually go by the end if you want.
Ye old in and out.
If you
Innocent
want to.
Abbott.
That's fine.
Hither and thither.
Hither and thither.
Oh my god.
Actually, speaking of food, she's gonna feed BB and try and not get her hand bit off by Tangletooth. Offer some deer meat.
Animal handling.
Yeah.
Animus, handle us.
Yep. Nope. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Woke up on the wrong side of the road.
That's fine. Just gently toss the
Ooh.
deer meat over
Mm-hmm.
after getting growled at, head back inside. Go back to helping.
Okay. So those two are off to collect food. Da 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 da.
I mean, I don't think it bears asking. But I mean, still asleep. Probably will be for a couple hours.
You telling me she's not up to do her workout regimen with Rhea?
She hasn't worked out a day in her life. Well, she got a workout last night when she ran.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you did leg day yesterday.
Yeah, I did leg day. I'm fine. I can rest.
Got that cardio in.
She did leg day 'cause she had eaten.
Get out.
You said the little cat statue has 8 legs?
Yeah.
Where's that from? Where did you what?
I don't know. You didn't ask him.
Does it seem magical? Or is it just a little statue?
Do you want to detect it for magic?
I would love to,
JB
but
touched every single one of these items, so they would know if any of them were magical.
yeah, I have neither detect magic nor identify.
Well, get wrecked, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I could try and roll Arcana. See. If,
Sure.
um,
Any sort of glimmer of anything? Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah, waste it. It's just a statue. It's just some kid made it in crafts.
It's ironically enough, it's just a mundane figurine.
Damn it.
You
Yeah,
jinxed
but
yourself.
now we know for really reals.
Uh-huh.
What items are you gonna be starting with, JB?
Whatever they found in the barrel that was unidentified.
In the barrel. Ah. Let's see. Treasure. Okay. As you go through this, the 3 potions that you picked up are potions of bark skin,
All of them?
all of them. Oh, I'm sorry, there would have been 7 potions in total that came out of your bag. So yeah, there's that. The little box has 3 poorly cut diamonds in it, worth about 200 each.
I'm sure.
Do we already have a group sheet for the bag of holding or no?
I think you
thought
do.
we did.
We have a group sheet. I know that.
Isn't it pinned? Yeah. Group loot.
I'll just throw these on there.
I am not doing it this time. It might actually look decent.
It won't. I'm literally just gonna list things. They won't even be in alphabetical order.
Not even in alphabetical order.
Did we ever turn in? I'm just looking at what's in here now. Did we ever turn in that fucking guy's head?
Yes.
We did.
I got
okay,
my
I'm taking
money.
it off of here.
Yeah, we did it the same day that we went and got Paige her little seller's license.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, which guy?
So back at Foxglove's Manor, remember there was the well, and at the bottom of the well, after we defeated that giant bat thing, we found a guy's head wrapped in cloth, and he was a bandit.
I do remember now with the bandit, yeah.
Yeah.
Was...
I have very specific memories.
So under things to sell,
An iron urn,
this dinosaur just put in dead maid still? Were we planning on selling that?
I'm making a separate section. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to put in there what I remember.
An iron urn, iron urn.
The fuck?
Yeah, bitch, we sound like that. Dead people. Worth noting, in your bag of holding, you now have an entire section devoted to dead people.
She's not gonna be the only one. She's not.
Yeah,
Fair
we
enough.
know.
It's us. So yes, there deserves to be a dedicated dead people section.
If
So we know who's in there.
honestly, if we get enough coin together, it might be worthwhile just to get a separate dead people bag of holding.
Uh-huh.
Refrigerated bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you
Open up
throw
the
up
flap,
a,
a fucking slab comes out with somebody laying on it.
Could you throw up a list of what was in the barrel? Because I don't.
Yeah. Let me find it. This is all that was in there.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna take me a second to add all of these to the thing.
In that case, Holly and Gaius, do you guys want to do anything?
Yeah, we're getting food. For the
Right.
group.
And Holly is using their hat of disguise to make them look differently. So they're gonna look like a male elf with like a scar down his face. And he'll be like light gray.
Radical.
Okay. Sounds good. Getting your noms.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna get like a bunch of assorted smoked meats and maybe some eggs and stuff like that. Maybe some bread. Just some breakfast, so that he can come in, plop it down on a table, and go breakfast, and just start eating.
Breakfast.
Basically, yes.
Mars, who has been helping to organize all of the books and looking through them, like doesn't even look up to say, "Thank you." Grabs a handful of whatever it is, starts eating.
You got.
Hand directly into
Hold
the
on.
grits.
Hold on. You got.
You got mail.
A sausage.
Perfect. Start on my phone.
Oh, and if there were any flowers along the way, Holly would have grabbed those as well.
Okay.
Were we gonna go by the hotel to see if they had left any word?
It is pretty early in the morning. We could,
Huh.
if you want. I can hang outside and you can go in and see if there's any messages for Gaius. Why don't we do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Is there anything, GM?
Nope.
Okay, then we're good.
Cool.
Alright.
So we're back with food, and we eat.
Cool.
Is there like a newsletter or town crier or something to get the news of the happenings around town?
Possibly. Is there anything in specific you're looking for?
Holly wants to see if there's any mention of the sawmill.
Oh, absolutely. You can still see the fucking smoke rising from the place.
Is there any... What's the general story about what happened? Do I have to do like a investigate or something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation.
I felt like that was a skill, but I couldn't remember.
Okay. There doesn't really seem to be like a conclusive theory on whatever happened. Some people think that like a couple of vagrants went in and tried to like loot the store box and knocked over a candle or something on the way out. Some people think that it was a bunch of no good teenagers causing problems. There's all sorts of theories.
Okay. And then there's, when we get back, Holly will also mention that there's doesn't seem to be anybody looking for us.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay, good.
Nothing in the news or anything like that. I mean. So we don't have to worry about the city guard coming and banging on the door or anything.
Taking you to hell.
Mm-hmm. Birds get food already?
Who get food?
Actually, since we do have birds, and because I love birds, I'm going to make sure Gaius wouldn't really like know this, but I'm just gonna say he gets unsalted peanuts
Mm-hmm.
with the shells on, and he just presents it to them. Ravens and crows specifically, corvids specifically, really like breaking open peanuts with their beaks and then eating them.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna find at least 10 of those hidden somewhere.
Yes.
Mhm.
Do you let them out? Like, are they cool to just kind of like hang out, or
That's what I was wondering. Have you
Yeah.
just like let them chill in Paige's cart? Like, what are we doing with those?
Oh, I was just gonna like put them on a tray and put them in the cage if they're still in the
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah,
what I
as
meant by
far as I'm
presenting
aware,
them.
they're still in the cage.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I meant like as a whole, as a party. Like, what are you doing with these fucking birds?
I mean, they
And if they
seem
need to get
nice enough.
if Emmy could please tell them to poop on this newspaper and nowhere else, then they can hang out in here.
I mean, this could be attempted. She can try.
So she attempts.
Well, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna go that right now, like we could, Emmy could wake up. You know, she's not gonna be asleep forever.
As
And
much as she would like to be.
You smelled the sausages.
I was gonna say before I do that, let me. Did we get the effects of a long rest, DM?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I might need to re-prepare some spells, but she almost always leaves that particular one prepared, so she'll cast it as a ritual. Because if I remember correctly, druids still have to have a spell prepared to cast as a ritual. They're not wizards.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah. So she will cast Speak with Animals, and then good morning.
Oh, hi. Good morning.
My friends have requested, if possible, when you relieve yourself of waste, if you could do so in this general area here.
Like look between each other. Look down at the peanuts that they've been granted. Yeah, no, we can do that. Yeah.
You are most kind. They will be elated that you have graced them with this. Thank you.
Can I go back to sleep?
The way that you phrased it is like we are trying to collect their poop. What the fuck, man?
Well, like, Emmy doesn't. Okay, on the one hand, she gets it. You don't want poop everywhere. On the other hand, she's an animal. They're kind of used to poop being everywhere. It's not as important. Like, honestly, it would not bother Emmy, right?
Yeah.
So, it's an odd request as far as she's concerned, but hey, not a hard one.
Look, whatever you want to do with it, we don't care. We don't need it anymore. It's all yours.
Yeah. My sentiments, precisely. So then she would look at I don't know who was spearheading the where they should poop thing. Like who asked Emmy to do it?
I'm guessing probably the owner of the cart, who doesn't want her stuff shat on.
That would make sense.
Uh-huh.
Would look to Paige and in her mind say, they have agreed to poop only in the selected area. Do you require something to gather it with?
No, I mean, as long as it's on there, it's easy enough to get rid of.
Emmy just nods.
Paige will go back to setting stuff out,
Yeah.
getting
So
ready for
it's
a day of business.
It's okay. Some of her tenants have prestidigitation.
Mm.
Very important.
Mm-hmm. Even I have that now.
Hey.
Tenants.
Hey!
Start charging you guys rent.
You know, a good business person would.
Maybe practically works there part time.
Just kidding. I didn't mean to. Why are you crying?
Father always said never amount to anything.
Shit. Now I feel bad.
You should.
Right. We need to, what's the plan? We need to go somewhere, do something.
Mm-hmm. I agree. What do you guys want to do? Do we want to just go to the clock tower?
I think we should find the snake lady. I think
Well-
we should also.
Should we look at the books with the snakes on them? Do you think that might help?
That may help.
Also,
guys
I was
like to
going
do
to
so?
say we have enough evidence to put the justice on the gallows, right?
This is true.
So, wouldn't one of the fastest ways to start hindering their plans be to do just that? To
I would think
I-
that we would have to surrender the whole journal first.
And
right,
we-
we would want to copy everything down first. That is
Uh-huh.
very true.
That's
That'll
my
take some
main
time.
my main concern with that is that this Haida is essentially one of the hubs for the fucking
Animus.
yeah, this is the hub for the bad people.
Mm-hmm.
So it like we don't know how far this goes, how many friends he has in very, very high places.
Yes.
Which is why we should figure out who the snake lady is. And
This is
maybe we
true.
should speak to them, the Arium, about
the Elorium.
Well-
Elorium.
We'll have to travel 3 days out and 3 days back in order to contact the Orium, because the Orium is not in Haida. The Orium is to the southwest.
could send a message with sending.
To another plane?
Yeah.
There's like what, like a 10% chance it fails?
All right, we could do that. Oh, I just didn't know you could do that. I thought it had to be on the same plane.
You can send a
Yeah,
message across any
there's-
distance, even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane, there's a 5% chance that it doesn't arrive.
Damn. Okay, cool. Dope. Yeah, fucking do it.
I have a few spells. I could try it a few times.
Radical. So why don't we do this? Let's have the plan be today. Let's take today off. Chill. Just see what happens. Watch see what happens with the sawmill as well. Let's put some things into action. Let's start copying down the journal because that's going to take some time. And meanwhile, we can start sending a few messages. And then let today tick over. Have another sleep. And then the next day we can get some information back. How does that sound, gang?
I'm all for it. Yeah.
It's fine. We can also take the opportunity to sell some of the shit that I just found. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
not gonna keep
that
all
might
of
be
it.
a good idea as well.
Yeah.
But we could also just hand wave it for now in session, and then out of session go, this is what we turn over. If you
Okay.
guys want to.
Yeah.
Okay, DM.
Sounds like a plan.
That is the plan.
All right. So we are taking time to translate. We are sending out some messages, getting a general view of the state of the city at the moment. and just letting the day take its course, correct? Is that all?
Correct.
Okay.
What message do we want to send to the Orium? That is something that we should probably determine.
And who are you sending it to?
Yes.
I think we should probably send it to either. Oh shit! What's her name?
Apple.
I mean, definitely a top pick.
Gerard, Aya, and Apple. Those are the only three you know from the Orium. Or
Kara.
here, Kara.
Either
Kara
Kara
Krasnodar.
or Aya. Well, who's sending the message?
That would be Holly.
Holly?
Gotcha. Yeah, I would probably say either Kara or Aya, because we've worked with them the most before, I believe.
Yeah, I think Aya is who Holly would contact.
Okay.
So far she just has written down who's trustworthy in Hada, found corrupt justice. I don't know what else we should tell them.
Corrupt justice working with the Brotherhood specifically. They're trying, and let them know that they are trying to get the manor. Maybe suggest destroying it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Also, what is the snake lady's name again?
Zanesha?
It is
Zanesha.
Zanesha. Yes.
Performing ritual for Zanesha. Hold on, maybe not that wording. Zanesha targets victims. He performs rituals. So that's 6, if that helps. I think that's an important note to note on. Give them.
Zanesha finds targets. You said, and then Justice Ironbriar kills him.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So far, who's trustworthy in Hada? Corrupt justice working with Brotherhood to get control of Foxglove Manor. Zanesha finds targets. Justice kills them. They must be exposed. Or
What about the
stopped.
manor?
Sorry?
Did you add in the manor, Foxglove? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. You know what? I'm gonna drop real quick.
Oop.
Okay.
Is there any words that is there any more words that we can fit in?
I can arrange some things. What's up?
Just after the manor is mentioned, maybe just put destroy manor ? And then Zanesha does the targets, etc., etc. I think that would be perfect at that point. Welcome back, Alor.
Damn it.
So does that make sense?
Mhm.
Instead of
Also, how was your day? Are you well? Did you eat? Hydrate?
If we could fit all those in, that's
I
great.
know.
But
I know. 25 words.
yeah.
This should really be an
Per
abbreviation for that.
sentence.
Bam!
Start quoting the B movie over sending.
Could you imagine an absurdly grammatically correct wizard wasting
Right.
space to make sure there's periods and commas and stuff?
Oh
I
my
was
goodness.
literally having that same thought earlier, just like
somebody dictating,
Dictating
like
it
they're
to
doing-
Siri.
like Siri,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh my god, they would
I-
drive themselves crazy.
I kind of want to do that with my artificer.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Make a fucking sending app.
Hello, comma. How are you today? Period.
Yeah, I
Question
know.
mark.
Question mark.
No, it's like, period. Scratch that question mark. Like,
Right?
Like, Grandma, no, that's not how it works.
where did all your third level spells go? What?
yep.
You see, funny thing about that.
Sometimes
over
you just
there.
get lost in the sauce.
A man can get lost in the sauce, but a man without his sauce is lost. And to that, I have to say,
oh my god.
Feel like that's a personal attack against me.
Liv Moss.
Okay.
Moss.
I heard an okay.
Yep. So Holly's gonna send the message that's who's trustworthy in Haida, Brotherhood and Corrupt Justice trying to get Foxglove Manor, destroy Manor, question mark. Zanisha finds targets, Justice kills them, they must be stopped.
You get back, yeah, okay, do that. No. Alright. Let's see.
We get that back. I legitimately would ask, why are we working with these people?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, I almost feel like it's such a foregone conclusion that we wouldn't have had to add it. I think everyone understands they need to be stopped.
I mean, Holly just.
Yeah,
There
no?
was space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was space, I had to use it. I couldn't leave any words out.
Have you hydrated today? We could have put that.
Yeah?
We could have.
Though, without our current society and culture, they'd be like, what a weird question to ask.
Seen any good plays lately?
Are we still on for Friday? Hello? I saw you read my message.
Read receipts for sending.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
my god, could you imagine? Could you imagine wasting a third level spell to send somebody red 3:18 p.m.? That is that is a fucking power move right there.
Yeah.
That is what two spiteful wizards that are going through a breakup do to each other.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. I'm gonna use that now. Alright. So, to Io, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
I get to figure out word counts now.
Yay.
It's not
Your
fun,
turn.
is it?
It's not.
Little did we know Katia lives for this. The whole reason she came a DM, knowing her players one day would use sending.
Gets you better at
Red.
Scrabble. Red 318.
You know, at that point, whoever made the spell should just upgrade their OS to add this feature just as a free option when it comes to message.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
As part of this spell, you'll be able to tell when they read your message.
Yeah. Just do it. And then it
Oh my
becomes
God.
Blank's message.
Could you imagine? Spells are only patented for 10 years, and after that you get generic versions. And they have to start competing by like, use our fireball. It gets 3 more feet of radius.
Wow.
Amazing.
Thanks for using sending. The receiver you've tried to reach is currently unavailable.
Would you get could you get spam sendings?
Yes.
We've been trying to reach you
Yep.
about your car's extended warranty.
I've been trying to reach you about your carriage's
wagons.
extended warranty.
Yeah.
No, it's your horse's warranty. Sorry.
Oh,
The reports have come out that Arcane Book has been selling your personal information to other wizards.
Oh,
Have
those
you or your
bastards.
loved one been
Damn.
diagnosed with mesothelioma? You may be entitled to financial compensation.
this is painful.
And yet we know this is what would happen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Suffering.
The sad part is if it gets to that point and they'll be able to see, yeah, the message did deliver. It was seen. It comes full fucking circle.
All right. In response, you get, we'll handle the manor. We have an agent in Heda, a cleric in the religious sect of Saloon. Look for a dwarven woman named Karasa.
Nani the fuck?
You're Nanid.
Sorry, that was not in me. That was Squee.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we have to go find an agent. No, wait. We have to go get Tally, and then we have to go find an agent.
There's a strange halfling that follows her around.
Oh my god, yes.
Wears a mask, but everyone knows it's him.
Literally everybody. It does not help.
It would help if he didn't put it on in front of everyone, but
Yeah.
it still wouldn't help that much.
Yeah, well, that's what you get back.
Oh my god, you guys missed it. So in one of our monthly campaigns, he even dove under the bench of a boat where Blue's character was sitting and put the mask on right there because it was the only covered place.
That's hilarious.
And of course, this is before Blue's character knew about Crimson Tiger.
Right. So she's sitting there like, what the fuck is he doing? She's not gonna say anything because she's like wasn't like raised in a barn, but like.
It didn't occur to him that now she knows.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
The
wait, where's
legend.
Tally? Where did Tally go? Who are you?
Oh,
The
my little
Legend of the
halfling.
Crimson Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm slowly
love him.
making canon into other games too.
Amazing.
Incredible.
We should get the Maiden of the Star-Eyed Sea to write stories about him.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
He does not need to be in those kinds of stories, sir.
No, he does not. Mm-mm.
I don't know what they are, but I'm gonna say yes. Anyways,
They are dirty stories.
I figured as much.
So we need to find a cleric, a dwarven cleric, in the religious section named Karasa.
A partridge in a pear tree.
Feel like
Yeah.
they should have red hair. Don't
Mm,
remember why.
Mhm.
I don't think that was part of the message. I don't know.
I think she said they have red hair. I don't remember. You just got the message.
Yeah. That's why I'm laughing.
So, do we want to go visit her today and then let the time tick over, or do we want to let the time tick over and visit her tomorrow and see what happened?
It might be a good idea to maintain a low profile for the day.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. So then we take over to the next day. Jim, does anything happen? Any, like, news or anything like that?
Nothing especially interesting. Roll me investigation.
I'll do it. Lamso. Wow.
Yeah,
Shit.
wow.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go with that number, a 24. A 24 on here. What does that give us? Yeah. Word around town is one of the inns. This is just fucking giant piles of crates out front. Somebody accidentally ordered 10,000 years of corn instead of their usual 100, so they're running specials on corn. Cornmeal, cornbread, cream corn, and other corn dishes.
Amazing.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
All right then.
We're just gonna have to have a corn harvest festival or popcorn.
Yeah.
Yes, let's have a giant town bonfire and popcorn.
Bonfire, you say?
Well, like, a town gathering. We could have all kinds of caramel
Nope,
corn.
too
We
late.
could have
Bonfire.
Well,
cheddar corn. We could have
Alright.
normal popcorn.
I was thinking that we could just like stay at Paige's cart, like keep reading through stuff, maybe.
Nope,
You know,
bonfire.
low profile.
that sounds good.
Uh-huh.
But what if we were to have corn with it?
Okay, but what part of a party isn't low profile? It's not like we're going naked.
And nobody suspects a guy who's double fisting some corn cobs. So
Also in her mind, she hears, "Speak for yourself."
You never wear clothes, it doesn't count.
It always counts.
what? We can't put her in a little shirt dressed up for a party.
Points over at Emmy. I like this one.
This one I like.
The rest of you suck, but this one.
Yes, it's yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No pertinent news though.
So, as the day goes on, Holly's hovering around Isabella.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to find a time where it's just her and nobody else around.
In Paige's cart?
or like nearby. They're trying to start a conversation and then wants to say, I wanted to talk to you about your actually maybe now's not a good time. At some point in the future, I would like to talk to you about what happened at the last time you were doing card reading for me.
She looks around, looks at you. If the reason you're wanting to put this off is because of other people, I have my own card.
Actually, that's an excellent idea. Yes, please. Do you need it? Can we head over there for a minute?
I would not have. It's fine. Let's go. It just ushers you out.
We'll be back.
Have fun.
Winks back at you.
It's like she's trying to speak to me.
I can't understand what you're saying.
That's just her bardic inspiration, but she's not a bard.
No, that
She's a
adds.
bard where it counts.
For you, I could be.
Whew. Alrighty. Anyways.
In the other cart.
Before you did my reading, you said something that was a little odd. You said something about a song contains a wish, only the name will answer it?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck does that mean?
What
What?
do you think it will mean? I can't show you everything.
You just take the cheese and
Fold it in. Thank you, Laura.
You also said that Mars was the bringer of their own death. I need to... Is there anything that we can do?
There are many
intercede?
things you can do.
And can you... Ooh.
Holly, here, sit down. She motions
yeah.
to the small table that she has for her card readings.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, take a seat. And she walks over to a cupboard, pulls out a couple of glasses and a bottle, sets them down, fills yours, goes to start filling her own, stops, puts it back over into the cupboard, takes your cup, gives you the bottle. Okay.
Oh.
So, with everything, always in life, there are infinite choices. There is no right or wrong, there's just the action and the consequences, and sometimes they will change, and sometimes they will intermingle, and it is never solid, shall we say.
Sure.
Not with that attitude, you coward.
I don't. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which step to take.
Well, that is why you are not alone. She takes a sip. There are, what, 6 of you? And every day it seems like you get one more person. It's just forever. You're growing your own army.
I'm afraid we might need it one day. One day soon.
Possibly, she shrugs.
I've started having dreams again. I don't know who the person is, but I know that it's something related to my family. It's happened before and it's happening again. You know what I'm talking about?
It's
I know that's-
possible. I've seen many things. Would you care to tell me more? Perhaps I can,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it in my notes.
As
And
Holly
I
blue
can't-
screens.
Yep. Nope, that wasn't there. It was the dream about the people that were present. You know what I'm talking about? GM?
About the people that were present.
Oh, Holly, like
yes. The campfire one?
Yes, the campfire, and it was like the heroes.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So Holly's going to recant the dream to Isabella.
All of it?
Yes.
Okay.
If I can remember what it was.
Here, let me refresh you a bit. Bring up my secret server.
Secret, so secret that even the DM needs to be kept from them.
It's probably for the best.
It'd be hilarious. It's like a D&D module that says, "Don't read this section, DM."
Right.
What?
You can't tell me what to do. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. It was the 6 of you, that original group, around the campfire talking about ending battles to come, having to go to some place called the Grove to get, I believe it was, let me see, Dryad's Tears? Fairly certain that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. And she is uncharacteristically serious as you recant this for her.
Finally found it. Okay. It was something about a flower that comes around once a century, and they would going to the grove to find the dryad's tears. I know that we found a list of the previous heroes. Is any of this new information, or you? I assume you're familiar with those as well.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh. Okay. Then
it is not often that I see what has been, mostly just what will be. Sometimes what can be.
how is there? How do you see what can be?
The same way I see a fair amount of things. And she taps the little box on the table that holds her cards.
I have so many questions that I don't know which one to ask. And I'm not sure which ones I want the answers to.
That is something you will have to figure out. I cannot go off of nothing.
Holly takes a second and takes a deep breath and centers themselves, and should we try to find the grove? Should we be trying to find the dryad's tears?
Should you? Let me grab the deck. Alright. Is that the question you want to ask?
Yeah. Should I be following the dreams? Yes.
Okay. Alright then. Here. You shuffle.
Okay.
Holly stacks the deck.
Once you finish shuffling,
I think Holly probably would start to stack the deck and then have to stop and sorry, let me reshuffle. Just such a habit.
As far as I'm aware, you know what none of these cards mean. As far as anything is concerned, you could very well stack it to get the card that you need.
It's just an old habit.
I think that you'll find, and she says the rest of this into her cup as she drinks. The cards seem to have a mind of their own.
I know that I've found cards helpful in the past, at least to help me figure out what I really want, if that makes any sense. You know, you ask, like, you shake up. I'm trying to think of a magic 8-ball example in this world.
I mean, aren't you looking at it?
I know, but I'm just trying to think. You know, it's like shaking a magic 8-ball, and do I call this person for a date? Yes or no? And then
Ask
whatever the
again
answer
later.
is.
You know, the thing is, there is an actual thing in this timeline and all of that that can work as a magic 8-ball, because all a magic 8-ball is a d20 with things written on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can roll a dice.
Sure, exactly. Holly's like, you know, there's this common dice D4 dice game. It's yes, no, try again later. Hell no.
Maybe.
Jeez, I was gonna say you must hate yourself. You've got one yes, two no's, and a maybe.
The pessimist's dice game.
Yep.
The nihilist dice game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean, when you see conspiracies everywhere, you know,
Mm.
every step is the wrong turn.
All right. Let's go ahead and deal you a card. You want to drag that out onto the board for us?
If I can get my mouse to work.
That's also a prerequisite. If not, I can do it.
Okay, I seem to, like, I've tried 5 times. It's not, I can't pick it up, or... You...
The guild member. Great news, everyone. That card doesn't exist. No.
Uh-oh.
She stacked the deck so hard she put cards of her own in.
Right? You put one of your own cards
Wow.
from there.
That deck really must have a mind of its own because it's making shit up.
Holly, I'm sorry, but there is no Ace of Spades in a tarot card deck.
I don't know how you put this in here. I was watching you the entire time. I need to learn that trick. However, your Ace of Spades has no meaning in this card.
Is this the equivalent of a try again later?
I think the fates are trying to tell us something. Yeah, yes, I hear them now. They say we are not drunk enough. Drink.
Oh no. Holly actually has been picking up the bottle and, like, they're going to drink, but not actually drinking and setting it back down.
Mm-hmm.
Doing their best to try and fake like they're drinking, but not actually drinking.
You're gonna fake like you're drinking to the alcoholic? Hold up. Let me get her character sheet. Nope. Narrows her eyes the next time that you bring it up to your lips. Tips the bottle.
Right. Hmm.
You start to see funny shit now. Alright. The guild member. And as she has before, will place her hand over the card, and her eyes close for a moment. And when they open again, this card shows two paths. One from the past and one now, that run parallel to one another. It would seem that your journey may more or less take the same road. Downs the rest of her cup.
Um. I. I don't want to walk. Okay. What? What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't live up to who they expect me to be?
Who expects?
Centauri's, my parents, whoever decided to choose me instead of somebody that could actually help bring this group together. Help these people.
She points her cup at you. Honestly, fuck all of them. It doesn't matter what they think of you or what any one person wants you to be. That their expectations have no effect on you. You have no requirement to live up to what they want. If they're disappointed, that's on them. They shouldn't be expecting things of others. Do the best you can and just go. It's
That's
not your
easier.
fault that they want things.
No, it's not. It's not my fault, but don't. I don't know how to walk away from. I don't even know what them is. How are you so confident? You walk around like, well, you know what you want and you go after it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what Holly's getting at, but...
I'm gonna need to ignore the peanut section in this.
You're so confident, you just, like when we first got to the bar.
You just ooze sexuality. Well... You did not need to go for Thea like that, Squeak.
All I'm saying is, next to her, Emmy's a Casanova.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Well. When considering the environment I grew up in, I suppose. You've met one of my mothers. The others? Very much, well, one very in your face, the other knows what she wants and, will use words to get it if she has to, but will not hesitate to kick your ass. Not to mention part of growing up with the Vistani. They are, whew. Listen, if you go to a party around here, it's nothing like going to a party with the Vistani.
I will take your
Plus,
word
living
for
in the
that.
Feywild for some time is just does crazy things.
I will also take your word on that. I haven't been or heard much about the Feywild or a lot of much of anything. And I'm starting to realize all the things my parents did teach me, maybe not or not as useful, but that's okay.
I'm so sorry that Isabella's like the least competent person to talk to about this kind of stuff.
I
Well?
appreciate your kind hospitality and your helpful words.
She nods.
You really grew up
If
with
you
two
ever
moms?
did... Oh, I'm sorry, what happened?
Holly's gonna stop and look at her. Like, you really did grow up with two moms?
She, grabs the bottle that you left and just takes a sip out of it and shakes her head 3.
Okay. That must have been interesting family dynamics and interacting with the town and stuff like that. But I get Feywild. Okay, yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
starting
I
to see.
could, I could go
Yeah.
into the whole dynamic of everything for you if you'd want. It's honestly not as complicated as it seems.
Ollie is sort of sitting here, like reevaluating, like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she like, did, did they all birth you?
Whose traditions do you carry? What kind of expectations do they put on you? Is it different? Do they understand you more? I don't know.
um, but before you have reached the door, she kind of like holds a hand up to the side of her mouth, uh, and sort of whisper yells, "And between you and me, the Vistani can travel between realms. So if you do want to see the Feywild ever,
That would be amazing. Yes, please. I bet we would find a lot of trouble to get into.
there are many things that take place in the Feywild that you could not even imagine on the material plane."
The one thing I do know about the Feywild is what happens in the Feywild stays in the Feywild.
Ah, and you might as well if you do not follow the rules.
Oh? And those... You'd have to... Please... help me learn the rules beforehand, because I'd like to go and come back and not be stuck there and... Oh, man. To, like, be in the Feywild jail or something? That would be awful.
Less being in a jail, more belonging to a fairy or something.
Like... doing work for them and stuff?
She shrugs. Whatever a fairy would want you to do.
Yes, please, I would like to avoid that, yes. Yeah, yeah. One day. Sorry, I need to stop looking at the peanut gallery. I'd love to meet your moms. The others. The rest. One day they sang.
Well, going there, we probably could. I don't know
Seem
how
very-
long it's been, but might find them.
They seem very different from the stories I've been told. Thank you. And when I have better questions, I will be back.
No such thing as better questions. Well, my
feel
door
like-
is always open. I will do just about anything to make sure that the universe and everything around it does not collapse in on itself. So, please feel free to ask anything.
No collapsing. Mm-hmm. There was one. Okay, one other thing I wanted to ask. How say if there were a person that you wanted to get their attention, how would you ask them out? Yep. Yeah, I asked that, okay, yeah.
She all but slams the bottle down onto the table and spins around towards you. Ah. We're making a move on someone.
No, I'm just...
You
for
can't just
purely...
ask a question like that and not have somebody in mind.
Um... For author writing... Fuck. Sure, yes. There's somebody I'm interested in and have no clue how to say that. And I don't even know if now's the right time, if I should say anything. I think I should, but like... What? I've never been on a lot of dates. It wasn't something we did growing up, and I don't know how to... What would I ask them to do? Holly grabs the bottle and takes a huge couple of chugs.
No, what was that earlier? Alright. So, first off, who is it? Be honest.
It's not obvious.
To be honest, I've not paid much attention.
I've been hopelessly following Mars for like months across countries. And I just can't seem to work up the nerve to... Well, I need to be myself. I need to be brave and confident, and that's just what has to happen. So, if you have any good suggestions for dates other than just walking and picking flowers or something...
I mean, if you want to ask her out, you could just give her a flower.
Well, I mean, I've kind of been doing that every day, but Phoebe, so...
She does a little bit of a spit take, nearly choking. You... Oh.
I
my
mean,
friend,
I know it's
I
for
don't...
Phoebe, but...
maybe for her. I don't know how to tell you this, but if we're going according to Vistani traditions, accepting a flower that is given to you from someone that is interested in you, yes, you're already together. Important question: have you drank together?
No? Should we? Should I ask her to go have a drink at the bar?
I know for a fact that's a bold-faced lie.
What do you mean drink together? Like...
The number of times you guys got shit-faced back in Gotham.
That doesn't count. It was...
That was drinking together.
That's fair. There were other people present.
Ah, yes, because
Why,
we
what is
all
it-
know how modest the Vistani are.
What does it mean when you drink in your culture? I don't want to. Mm-hmm.
She gets a very devilish grin and points towards the bottle. Drink.
I don't want to drink.
Drink.
Oh God. Okay. Takes a drink.
as you're swallowing, she says, "You're married."
um. Right. Then I should probably definitely ask her out on a date. Maybe for a dry lunch. No. No, it's evening. It's dinner? Mm-hmm.
My God, woman, just ask her out.
Okay.
Here, I'll go with you. Come on, let's go. And she puts her arm through yours and starts dragging you out of the cart.
Oh wow, how much has Holly had to drink at this time?
Considering it wasn't a full bottle,
Okay.
not
Okay,
too
we're good.
much.
We're good. We're good then. All right.
Hey Mars, where are you at?
Probably reading.
Okay, still in Paige's cart?
Yup. Still
Yeah.
Paige's cart. She's got like the scarf around her neck with BB just kind of like curled up in it, and she's absentmindedly like petting them while she's flipping through the books.
Okay. So for the rest of you in the cart, what you get is Isabella more or less slamming the door open, like, Mars, holy fuck, dragging Holly behind her.
Calm down, Candace. Um, let's see if Mars actually notices the entrance.
Oh my God.
Doesn't look up.
All right. Well, let me see if she even notices that you haven't really noticed. Yeah. All right. Oh, I swear you both are. Okay, you stand here. She like holds Holly in place, goes over, grabs Mars.
You wait,
Holly
oh,
just kind of-
just one as she's being dragged away, she like her head is following the book. Wait, just okay, all
No,
right.
she straight up stands you up, takes BB, puts him in his little area, takes the book, puts it onto a table nearby, and drags you by the wrist out.
Mars, you see,
okay.
Mars, you
Holly.
you see JB lean over and gently place a bookmark on the open page.
Literally, as she was about to say, "Thank you." What's wrong?
Drags
Is
you
everything
both
okay?
out. Alright, we'll be back soon. See you in a bit. Bye. Closes the door.
What happened? Is everything all right?
Oh,
Holly
yeah,
has something she
everything's
needs
fine.
to say to you.
What's wrong? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. Everything's good. You just looked like you needed a break. Why don't we go for a walk? Stretch your legs. It's good to take a break every so often.
If you don't stop beating about the bush, I will say it.
Would you be interested in going out for a meal with me sometime?
Oh, of course, we can always eat
other
together.
or some other type of date-like activity. Maybe go to a show. No, it would be weird. We couldn't do that here or that. But maybe when we get back to Botlam, I would really like to take you to the theater. um uh, you uh la- last night your act of courage and bravery was quite inspiring, and well, it made me feel like I should be more brave and do the things I want.
Okay. Um, and you want to see a play and get food?
Uh, I would love to spend some time with you. Maybe not around the group. I mean, I like the group. They're great, but I kind of like you a lot more. Um,
Oh, could we have? She like looks over. Could we have a moment? Maybe, please.
She nods and then sort of like points her finger between the two of you very sternly and then walks into the cart.
At the pointing, she gets this weird look like, what? Fuck? Oh, I was hoping not to have this conversation again. Holly, I
look,
would it.
I know that you can't.
No,
You're.
I need to know what it is that you're asking of me. Not just if we're going to go get food, because obviously, but what is it that you want from me?
I want to get to know you. I want to spend more time with you.
And to
I
what
want
ends
to.
do you wish this?
What would you be able to offer? I know that you have limitations.
Yes. I, I I don't know what I can offer, Holly. I I do adore you. You've been wonderful, and spending time with you has been just a constant blessing. But there are many things that would stand in the way of something intimate, if that is what you're asking.
Like I said, I'd be willing to accept whatever you could offer. If for now that's friendship, that's fine. I thought I should tell you that well,
You roll an insight on her real quick. Just a little bitty insight. There's a lot of conflict there. Like, just an incredible, copious amount of back and forth. You can practically hear the gears going in her head as there's this back and forth in her own consciousness, and finally
when that happens, Holly's gonna reach out and touch Mars' face and say, "I'm not asking for tomorrow, just today."
one step at a time, perhaps. But I would be happy to. She smiles a little. For both of us to get to know each other better. I suppose you're still getting to know yourself in a way.
Yes. I am. I I'm learning to think differently and say the things I really want to today.
And that's good. I don't want you to consider this as me discouraging you. You can still talk to me and let me know these things. Just the
Right.
answer may not always be yes.
I think I've always, well, I know. I y- I know.
He nods and gives your hand a little squeeze. Um, if if there's anything else you want, or if we have time later when we're not, you know, running for our lives or hiding from cults, then we can take some time and enjoy ourselves.
Right. Uh, Sorry about the timing of everything. It's just sort of never a good time to say anything. Running from cults and such.
He shrugs. I mean, honestly, at this point, we're just constantly on the move. There's not much that one can really do about it. If you don't take those moments, those breaths, when you get them, then nothing will ever be said.
First town we come to that has a miniature golf course, I'm gonna teach you how to play golf.
What?
It's a game back from my hometown. We just go out into a field, hit a ball with a stick, chase it around.
Why do you
We-
chase the ball? Is it animated?
No. Although you would think sometimes the way it knocks off of obstacles and rocks and things like that, but we just mostly chase the ball around. There's not much to do in a small country, and well, my friend Golf, he came up with a game, and you know, he wanted to say he invented something. So
So he invented a game where you beat a small orb and chase it around a field.
you want to make sure it like stays on the grass so you can see it.
Ah. you can see she's really trying to piece together a mental picture of this, and whatever you're trying to describe the actual game of golf and what she's picturing, it is not matching up.
It's a lot of fun. You'll really enjoy it.
I play stick with hoop. Girl gamer. Oh my god. We can certainly try it. Maybe we can make our own game. Maybe we can animate a ball. Well, if we no, it would be animated, not awakened, so it wouldn't necessarily be abusive. Just like you can
Jesus.
see her start like calculating how to make this interesting in her head.
My computer
worries.
is not acting very happy right now. My video
No.
card just could very well be overheating, so
Mhm.
That's alright.
So it was the snake book, the coded diary, and what was the other book?
Jesus Christ.
just in case it matters, they didn't hear the end of that that interaction with Holly and Mars.
That's fine. Mars is just going to make golf very, very interesting with animated objects.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's see. There is a book about some forgotten school of magic known as Alchemic. There is the Two Entwined Snakes book. There is that Fairy Tales of the Eldest book. And then the book that needs decoding.
She will work on the alchemist.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana, please.
And do 24. Let's go.
Okay. So this one actually isn't a book so much as several pamphlets discussing this forgotten school of magic. You don't get too far into the first one, before you're rereading over things and you're like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. And after piecing a few things together, you're like, there's too many parts missing here, things that don't connect quite well. You're fairly certain that this is just complete drivel.
What do you mean lost? I studied that when I was 9. This makes no sense. So yeah, if it's just like a really quick blip, then she would move on to, I don't know. Would JB be working on the snake book or the translation with Gaius?
Considering that the translation would need all of us looking at it, probably the snake book.
Well, no, because Gaius knows Infernal as well, so he could, just between the two of you, you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then they'll probably be doing that.
Okay, so then she'll work on the snake book.
The snake book looks like a spell book.
Oh.
Show us your spell book. And it has these spells.
Well, shit. Ooh. That's
Interesting.
pretty nifty.
Oh, that's very sexy. I will be taking some of those.
Hell yeah, let's go. Cool. Cool.
All right.
Oh,
Is-
real quick, Claudia, did you say that there were scrolls somewhere that I
Yeah,
found?
I will, I'll get those to you off screen.
Okay,
We'll
cool.
go ahead
Thank you.
and call it here. Go ahead, Burn. We're
Okay.
all good for the night. We'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Take care,
Bye.
everyone.